My doctor wrote it today. He said my son can get the prescription today. You need to fix it.
Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor. If this is your first time here, I thought today we would do something a little more fun, a little more different. Baby, we are in my car and we are driving home from work, but I decided to tell a little story time. Now, let me preface this by saying it might not be relatable to a whole lot of people, me. So, you know, on the internet, everybody talks about imposter syndrome, baby. My first day out after I passed my exams and became a real deal Holyfield pharmacist. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my first day as a pharmacist, okay? So mind you, before I was a pharmacist, I was a pharmacy technician. After I was a pharmacy technician, I was a grad intern. Essentially what that means is you have graduating and now you're in that awkward stage where you've graduated from your doctoral program, but you don't have any licensure. You can't really do anything. Like, you know the things, but you cannot do the things, baby. So I was like super excited. I passed my Ohio exams on the first go round, my law exam, and then of course you had the NAPLEX, which is like the final exam to see if you're even competent to be able to be a pharmacist, baby. So I passed those things and it was time for me to work. So I got up early. You know, they gave me the codes because, mind you, this was a Saturday. My first day of work was on a Saturday, and it was in a predominantly white area of town. You get a mix of affluent folks as well as upper middle class folks, okay? So the issue with this type of clientele, though, is that a lot of people think they know more than you. A lot of people feel entitled. A lot of people, they are not afraid to show you their demands, to tell you what they expect, which is cool, but they come off very, honey. So essentially, I show up to work, you know, I'm on time. I'm more than on time, getting there early, make sure I can open up that gate. Listen, if you are a new grad or you just started being a real pharmacist, you know the struggle of opening the damn gates to the damn pharmacy. I'm telling you, every pharmacy has different gates, and if you can't open it, you know, you struggling with that gate, that will cause you to open up late, because essentially you open up the gates, then you log onto the computer, you know, you get yourself situated. If you don't have that time to get yourself situated, it could be the difference between a good day and a bad day, because 9 times out of 10 them patients be at the door like, okay, when can you service me? So getting the gate open, cool, opened up, cool. Now, I had worked at this pharmacy before as a grad intern, so I like knew a couple other technicians, but some of them I didn't. So number one, I look like a child. I mean, to this day, I look super young. I do not look my age, blessing and a curse. So I'm already feeling crazy about that. You know what I'm saying? Because people as an intern already didn't want to listen to what I had to say. But now my badge says pharmacist, baby, so ain't nobody else to turn to but me. So, you know, I got my white coat on, I'm at my station, I'm saying good morning to the technicians that come in, yada yada, and the day gets going. And the day is cool, but here come the C2s. So also, in these types of areas, you get a lot of Adderall, you get a lot of stimulant prescriptions, you know what I'm saying? And you always have to double check to make sure people ain't trying to get their stuff early. You got to make sure that the DEA is on the prescription. There's just a lot of red tape to cross before you can successfully dispense and hand out controlled prescriptions. So this particular pharmacy had a lot of stimulants. So it was summertime. the start of summertime. Kids just got out of school. So essentially, okay, the Adderalls were coming through, baby. The Adderalls were coming through. So I was getting nervous because, like, I dispensed stimulants, but there's so many different ones. Like, you gotta pay attention to the CD, the ER. So I'm like double checking my work. And I remember in particular, this one guy, he gave me a prescription for his son's Adderall. Okay, I look him up in ORS. If you don't know what ORS is, it's a system that pharmacists use to see, girl, are you even due? So for all those who get prescriptions that are controls, we do look you up and we can see who else in the area has filled your prescriptions. So don't try to give us the okie doke. Anyways, I look him up. His son's medication is too soon by a couple days. At the retail pharmacy I was working at, it was cool for us to dispense medications, no more control medications, no more than 2 days before the patient was gonna run out. So I'm like, sir, I'm so sorry, but I can't fill this right now. I can fill it on Monday, because it was a Saturday, right? This man starts flipping his
My doctor wrote it today. He said my son can get the prescription today. You need to fix it. Blah, blah, blah.
Like, he's going off. Now, mind you, baby, if you have kids that you cannot raise, then just say that. But you ain't got to get upset with me because your child is running you crazy because it's summer break.
He needs this medication to go to camp and blah, blah, blah.
And me, I'm not the type of person to back down. I'm really not. So when you come at me crazy, baby, we can go toe to toe, because I got the time and I'm getting paid on the clock to argue with you. So what you want to do? And you know, at this time I was also younger. This was like, what, 5 years ago? Ooh, crazy to even think that. This is about 5 years ago. So, you know, I'm a little more feisty than I am now. I have matured and realized a lot of things are not worth my time. But at the time, you know, me and him is going back and forth. And he was just so pissed about it. So he like,
give me my prescription back.
Here, fool. So I give him his prescription back. And at that point, we had already created a label. That's what you're supposed to do. You create a label. You put it on the prescription so you can file it away. For filing away purposes, and make sure that you typed up the instructions correctly for when you go back to fill it. So I put like blank labels on top so you couldn't see that another pharmacy was trying to process it. He was pissed about that. He left, and y'all, the day just got busier from that point on. I had so many stimulant prescriptions. I had so many issues with technicians calling the pharmacist to the front. Baby, it was a long day. And on top of that, it was like a 9-hour day. So the pharmacy I was working at that time was open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday. So it was just never ending. And mind you, on Saturdays where I work, there's only one pharmacist. Like, there's no overlap. It's just you all day. So baby, my first day as a real life pharmacist was a doozy. I was tired and I had to go to work the next day. I'm like, oh, what did I do? I don't know if I can keep doing this, but I'm just here to tell you, your confidence grows, your toughness grows, your tough skin gets even tougher, it gets even thicker, because people will try you, especially if you look young and you look like you're just gonna fall for the okie doke. People are going to try you. But you just have to stand your ground, because at the end of the day, it's your license. This is just for all the pharmacy students, all those who are now pharmacists. If you still feel like you're in that iffy phase, I didn't feel confident being a pharmacist until like 5, 6, 7 months in. 5, 6, 7 months in. You know what I'm saying? But it's because, like, you know what to do, but you haven't done it before. So I know the skills. I know, you know, our company's policies. I know how to do the basics, because as a grad intern, that's the whole purpose, is for you to be a pharmacist, but you're not really a pharmacist at that point. Like, as soon as they slap RPH, registered pharmacist, at the end of your name, the game changes. So just know out there, it gets better. Don't be worried. It's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be awkward. It's okay for you to double check yourself. It's okay for you to say, you know what, I'm not actually sure. I need to look that up. That's 10 times better than giving somebody the wrong information. So I just wanted to give y'all a little story time. Right now, it's low-key a blur, but that one man and his son really stuck in my head. And everybody was just like, you handled that so well. Like, your pharmacy technicians are literally everything. If you don't have their support, you have nothing, because they're the ones who build you up. They're the ones who take care of things, especially, hopefully, you get to work with experienced technicians. If not, baby, you trying to be a confident pharmacist and you trying to train a technician. And that stuff is crazy. But they made me feel good. Because, you know, I'm like the only black girl that was working that day. The only black person that was working that day. And I'm the only one with the white coat. Baby, intimidating. That's the feeling I felt that first day. And that's the feeling I felt for a long time. Now it's just kind of like, you know, I know what to do. It's kind of like you just get used to it. But from one rookie pharmacist to another, because in some cases I'm still considered a rookie because I've only been out the pharmacy school classrooms for 5 years, but just let you know, it gets better. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you like this type of video, let me know down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, take care. Love y'all. Bye.